Hey everybody, Nate Carter here with today's Cornerstone Connection Daily Devotional. And today I'd like to read a journal entry to you about something that I was just pondering yesterday. And just for context, when I was in high school, the summers after high school, I would go for a couple weeks to kind of a camp, like a 2-week camp for pianists. We would have like master classes and lessons and recitals and things like that. And so this was a journal entry that I wrote reflecting on one of those experiences I had at one of those piano camps. Here's what I wrote. I'll never forget the summer where my piano teacher was the featured performer. As I sat in my seat in the audience, I was brimming with pride. My piano teacher was the star tonight. I'd never heard him perform more than the occasional sonata in a small recital, but I knew he was a very lyrical pianist, and he played with gentleness and warmth. I didn't know the piece he was performing, but I did know enough to recognize when he stumbled. The second time he stumbled, it was obvious that he restarted to an earlier section of the music to try to find his place. It was clear he was having a memory lapse and couldn't find his way through the music. And then, the most embarrassing moment of all, he stopped. He turned to the audience and humbly said, "I think I'm going to have to get my music." At that point, he left the stage momentarily, got his music, and continued where he left off, this time turning pages as he went. Here's the thing. The room was full of a couple hundred piano students and teachers, a daunting audience to be sure, but also a room full of friends. Likely every person in the room knew the panic of forgetting your place in the music, and without a doubt, every person there was silently rooting him on, encouraging him to find his place and keep going. And then, when he had to grab the music, we were all thinking, "It's okay. Don't be humiliated. We love you. We want to hear you play. You're so talented. Keep going." Hebrews 12:1 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith." Why do we fix our eyes on Jesus? Because he's already run the race. Like the audience of pianists who had all found themselves in the same situation as my piano teacher and persevered to the finish line, so has Jesus. He's been tempted by sin, resisting it all the way to the cross, and he's cheering us on to do the same. And when we mess up, when we lose our place, when we sin, he cheers all the more wildly. "Don't worry, it's forgiven. Get back up, dust yourself off, and finish the race." Heaven and earth are full of saints who have run the race or are running it with us. We're surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses who know what it's like to contend with sin. We're in good company, and we're all running to the same finish line. Friends, if you find yourself losing your place, getting to the point where you've sinned, you've messed up, know that you're surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses and by Christ himself who are cheering you on to get back up, dust yourself off, continue where you left off, because we're running there with you. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time on the Cornerstone Connection.